Hi guys, welcome back to ChaBui Playz. So today on the deck sharing day, we are going to share with you an Aerodactyl and Dewgong Deck. So this Aerodactyl came out in Team Up and it was quite strong at that time because the second attack, Fossil Fang, 3 colorless energy. If you don't have any Pokemon GX or EX on your bench, this attack does 90 more damage. So this is a non-GX attacker that can do a total of 180 damage. The problem with this is just you cannot play any Pokemon GX or EX yourself. And you actually don't need it if you have other attackers that is a non-GX. So now we are going to explore this Aerodactyl GX. And I remember it came out variation before standard format. Also there's this variation with this Dewgong. So what does Dewgong do? Dual Blizzard, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So why is this good, right? This is good because you attack very hard on your opponent's Reshiram and Charizard Tag Team GX. So this Dewgong come out in Unbroken Bonds. You need 3 colorless energy again because it's an evolution Pokemon the same as Aerodactyl. Then you can actually use triple acceleration energy and you don't need to worry about the 2 discards. By itself, right, I think it's okay. This attack does 60 to 2 of your opponent Pokemon, so the total is 120 and you need to divide the attack to 60 and 60. But then it's very good, first thing, if you want to snipe on the opponent's basic Pokemon, because there are still a lot of opponent's basic that has 60 HP or below. It's even very good to snipe those control decks nowadays that use Pidgeotto, because PG and Pidgeotto has 60 HP. So the problem with this, again, of course, you're quite weak to bench barrier Mew, but okay, I guess there's only one card. And yeah, otherwise, if you don't want to use your Dewgong, then you use your Aerodactyl to try to kill the opponent GX, EX in a one big damage. So other cards that we are using here will be Jirachi, will be our support Pokemon. So I think by this point of time, you know what Jirachi does. Stellar Wish, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is active, you can look at the top 5 cards on your deck, find a trainer card and put it into your hand, and this Pokemon is now asleep. So since we run Jirachi, and of course we run Escape Pod. And we'll take a look at other trainer cards that we run this deck. 4 copies of Custom Catcher, our usual standard stuff. Fiery Flint. Okay, one another thing that we are going to take a look here is we are going to run Fire Energy instead. Dewgong and Aerodactyl both needs 3 colorless energy. And Fire Energy has a very good energy acceleration in the form of Welder. So attach 2 Fire Energy and draw 3 cards after that. So it's a very good supporter cards. You can accelerate your energy and you can also draw more cards into your hand. Another thing that is very good because if you need 3 energy to attack, you can use Welder, then attach 2 energy and attach another energy from your hand and you can attack immediately. So that's why we decided to run Fire Energy. Fire Flint is of course to get your Fire Energy from decks. Fire Crystal, get 3 Fire Energy cards from this card to hand. Fossil Excavation Map, and to find your unidentified fossil, here we run 4 unidentified fossil to go with our 4 copies of Aerodactyl. Reset Stem, why not? Decks nowadays just use Reset Stem in case that you want to disturb your opponent last minute. Giant Hearth, a very good fire deck supporter. This is not a fire deck, but it's still very good because you drop a card, get 2 fire energy from your deck. So it's a bit better than Feridian Forest if it's for fire energy. And Heat Factory, of course, for your extra draw mechanism, since you are playing fire energy, so why not? Shrine of Punishment, to do more damage on the opponent's Pokemon GX and EX. Bills Analysis, to get your item cards. Brock's Grid, okay, to replace your Rescue Stretcher, of course, still a very normal standard format stuff. Lily, Draw Supporter, and here you actually run 1 Genin. So what happens is look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Shuffle other cards back into your deck. So I guess it's just an extra thing to get cards that you specifically need. You can also run Hapu, but I think in this deck you don't really want to drop a lot of cards, so you choose to use Janine instead. And a lot of times also you will be trying to get your triple acceleration energy because you are trying to attack every turn. So that's more or less for this deck. We have our two main attacker, Aerodactyl and Dewgong, depending on the situation that we have. So without further ado, let's go and see how this deck works. Alright, this time again, ChaBui will be playing. I'll be doing the commentary. And here we go on our first match. Okay, I think the opponent should be a Reshiram deck. I mean, looking at the deck box and the coins, of course, and also that it's a fire type. This is actually, if it's really a Reshiram deck, it's actually a very good time to showcase how the Dewgong really does a lot of damage and hits very hard on the Reshiram. But we actually had to get mulligan, so we'll see how it is. Okay, is there no volume on this? No? It's fine. Okay, right, so we start with Seal. Our hand is not very good. Oh, it's actually a Pheromosa. Funny thing is, Seal is actually weak to grass. I mean, the high jump kick won't kill, but it'll still do a bit of damage. I'm not sure about the Dewgong. Is the Dewgong weak to grass? Okay, there's not much that we can do at the beginning of the game because our hand is just quite bad. At least next time we can get our Aerodactyl and Dewgong up. And if we actually manage to get a triple acceleration energy, we might be able to start attacking. Okay, so Heat Factory, of course. Okay, looking at our hand, most probably I'll go for retreat, evolve the Aerodactyl, send the Aerodactyl out, then evolve the Dewgong, put put the escape board first. And Fire Crystal to use up the Heat Factory. Yeah, it really depends on what we draw. Can we draw Fossil? Put down the Fossil. Should be putting down the escape board. Okay, same thing because retreat cost is also 2. Put down the escape board, retreat, use Lily, and Fire Crystal to get that 1 energy back to use the Heat Factory. That's what I'll do. But let's see what he actually does. But actually, when you think about it, you actually want to attack with the Dewgong. Yeah, he can't actually do anything now. Alright. So I think he did that because he wants to attack with the Dewgong. The reason why I wanted to go for Fire Crystal instead and retreat is just because I wanted more drawing. Just want to draw to ensure that we can get better cards, so like this we are actually quite stuck as we can see here. At least Dewgong is not weak to grass. It's weak to steel type, right? Yeah, so the problem now is this deck is supposed to be attacking every turn, but on our first turn that we managed to evolve, we actually didn't get to attack. Oh, okay. So the opponent actually decide to just go for double blaze. Yeah, at least this time we can fire crystal and go for weld. Okay. Okay, this one is the same thing if fire crystal goes for welder or fire crystal goes for heat factory. Yeah, it goes for heat factory instead. Okay, got another fire energy so he can... In this case, I actually go for welder on the Aerodactyl at the back and just hope that... Oh wait, he can use supersonic. I was about to say I was just going to hope that I get triple acceleration energy. So we run 4 copies on this deck. I'm still wondering why we have not put any of them. Yeah, in this case then just go for supersonic. Does he remember that he can use supersonic? Yeah. He's just going for supersonic, just why not? There's of course high chance that the opponent is playing mixed herb because it's a usual Reshiram deck. But we'll see. Maybe on a streak of luck since we already have very bad luck. Okay, now you see that he has green, so most probably he's going to take the mixed herb. No? Oh right, switch also works I guess because his Pheromosa has 0 retreat cost. I guess that one card that you can always consider if you need a Pokemon with 0 retreat cost. Okay, I see. I think the opponent's Reshiram this time is focusing on the... You know the flash strike? Because you cannot use the same attack next turn. Then you're actually trying to go and switch to the Pheromosa and send... Switch to the Pheromosa and... What was I saying? Oh yeah, and resend your Reshiram immediately. So in this case I'll drop the heat factory because we don't need it. Yeah. Get the fire energy. Draw. Don't we still have unidentified fossil? It's very hard to pronounce that. Okay, it's funny that we can actually use welder on the Aerodactyl immediately now, and the Aerodactyl will be able to attack. I'm actually considering on reset stamping this turn because we know that he has green. But not sure if there's actually much point on doing that. Yeah, we haven't been drawing any of our... what is that? Any of our triple acceleration energy, isn't it? That's weird. Okay, so we are 2 price cards behind, but that's not really an issue because we are non-GX and the tag team GX will give us 3 price cards anyway. Yeah, so we see that the opponents actually still play mixed herbs. Still mixed herb, 90 of course. Yeah, so he switched. So he can use a flash strike again this turn. That's expected. Okay, we actually managed to get an Aerodactyl and triple acceleration energy this turn, right? We will be able to kill the Reshiram. But of course not. Of course. We can still use Janine. Where are all our triple acceleration energy? That's one. But there's no Aerodactyl, so we still need to wait one more turn, which is quite bad honestly. I mean, if that's the case, then we can just remove the unidentified fossil and go for attack with Dewgong instead. I guess that works. I thought we can just discard it. I'm not really sure if we can discard it if it's in the active, but yeah, so we do 120 damage to the Reshiram in the active. That is a very big damage. Okay, I will actually try to attack the Pheromosa as well, but considering that we have 6 prize cards left, I think it's better to focus on just the 2 Reshiram there. It's more or less we are on the countdown of 3 turns, 3 prize cards, yeah. And there's actually no point in opponent custom catching us. I'm really curious, for the unidentified fossil I thought we can just discard it, even if it's in the active. So not sure about the ruling. If we can discard it in the active, then we can just send it, then send our next attacker in case that we don't actually get our stuff. Why? Why did he do that? The bad Reshiram is dead if we can get attacking with Dewgong, and we can. I think he doesn't really want to draw so much because we only have 9 cards left. Yeah, we have no more fire energy, but we have 2 triple acceleration energy. Why are they all on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, so another thing is we have custom catcher ready. So this will be a very big damage. Oh, I didn't see whether we actually have another of the custom catcher pair. Yeah, so we actually draw a custom catcher pair, so yeah, that's more or less game. There is no way for the Reshiram to kill a lot of our Pokemon at the same time. We might not be able to switch. If he actually switch back to his Pheromosa, he might buy him. Maybe 1 turn, but there's not much that he can do at this point of time. So I guess as you can see, this deck actually works very well against Reshiram, even though we are a bit behind prize cards at the beginning of the game. And we are a bit behind because our hands are just bad. We actually still managed to do a comeback, and yeah, I mean, I'm not sure yet whether we actually win the game or not, but we actually managed to come back. Oh wait, of course, reset stamp, the bane of everyone's existence when you have very little prize cards left. Okay, but I don't see the opponent able to kill us. Okay, at least next turn, you know, we can pull down the Shrine of Punishment. We can just tail whack him and do some damage. Okay, I speak too fast. Okay, I'm actually just going to put the fire in it. Ooh. Alright. Actually, if I were him, I'm actually just going to put the fire energy in the Dewgong and Tail Web on the Reshiram in front. Alright, but considering the Aerodactyl also cannot one-hit the Reshiram if it's a new one anyway, I guess that might actually be a better play. The thing is, yeah. Alright, so at this point we just need to ensure that we can actually attack. He's on a timer also, but I think we're on a tighter timer. We can custom catcher for more cards. Yep. Giant Hush, reset stamp. I'm actually just going for reset stamp because why not? He reset stamp us and that messed up our cards. Oh yeah, so like I said, we could actually do that. Just remove the unidentified fossil from play. Wait, he remembers that he already plays energy this turn, right? Alright, so yeah. So unless the opponent actually does something ridiculous, like scooping up the in front Reshiram, or maybe suddenly do a lot of damage to two of our Pokemons. Yeah, but as we can see, there's nothing else that they can do. Alright, and we draw the winning cards. Yeah, so again, you can see from this match that Dewgong actually did very well against Reshiram. Okay, so that's for our first match. And okay, let's move on to the second one and see how it goes. Alright, so our second match is against actually not sure, lightning type, psychic type. Is it another Aerodactyl deck? Okay, I guess one thing from this deck is we also need to take a lot of mulligans most of the time, because unidentified fossil is not really considered a basic Pokemon, but at least that enables us to start with Jirachi once in a while. Then can improve a bit of our consistency. Okay, let's see what opponent deck is. Ooh, Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX. Okay, that is very scary. So it'll be even scarier if the Mewtwo and Mew is actually the World Champion deck. It looks like it is. So looking at the combination of cards they have, it is most probably the Championship deck. The World Championship deck. The deck that actually wins the world and on the first place. Yeah. Okay, I don't think this deck runs. Do we run power plant? I actually don't remember. Actually don't really remember, I don't know why, but power plant is really strong against Mewtwo and Mew because the moment you put out a power plant, then the Mewtwo and Mew cannot attack. Because it has no attack other than GX, of course, and the attack itself all comes from the ability perfection. We'll see how it goes. So I guess the only good thing from this match is that we are a non-GX deck, so we don't need to be worried that we lose out a few turns. Because if you can get the opponent's tag team GX, yeah, that's Mew. Okay, so that small Mew is the bane of the Dewgong's existence. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, at least we got a fiery flint, so get the fossil. I actually put down the shrine. That's very important. Fire flint on Janine, and yeah, Lily at this point also not very good, I guess. Then since we have no other things to welder to, we welder to the unidentified fossil because we can. Okay, Stellar Wish, see what we get. I think Bill's analysis is quite good, but since there are no more Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, is not exactly the best thing that we can take. So very likely that the opponent can start attacking because of that Greninja behind on the discard pile. And we'll see how it goes. The Shrine does a lot of chip damage against the opponent's deck, as the opponent deck is the one that actually plays mostly GX. Yeah. So let's see what the opponent do. Okay, I'm not sure why he decided to use Great Potion now. There isn't even a point of him thinning up, right? Okay, another. Right, now he got a lot of fire energy. At least you can use out the Giant Hearth also next turn. Yeah, so he's going to attack. Yeah. There's resistance, but it doesn't matter. So he attacked using Solgalio's attack. And yeah, then because of that, the next one is quite ready to attack. Quite bad. I think they're going to use out the Giant Hearth and change it to Shrine. I'm actually... Okay. I think if I were him, I would actually go for Bill instead because I really need to hope to get other Pokemon ready. So rather than drawing, I think Bill has higher chance. I don't think he needs to. Yeah. Okay, so another big damage on the GX. Actually took out his Marshadow. Not sure he's going to remove the shrine, but I think very likely. Okay, and then there's Naganadel GX that can hit your bench Pokemon. Quite bad, but actually I think it doesn't really matter on our decks because our decks are all non-GX Pokemon anyway. Okay, so I think we actually managed to get him to be a bit stuck. And in this case, I don't know if the heat factory is actually a good idea or not. Okay, maybe at least the next turn we can get our Aerodactyl to kill the Mewtwo and Mew if he actually doesn't retreat. And we can use base analysis to see what we get next. Okay, we decided to use Outrage from Reshiram. Okay, don't really want to put Giant Hearth and Hit Factory. If I were here, I would think first because the opponent also plays those and I see that he is quite stuck. Okay, so you get the fossil. Can put a triple assertion energy to go for the kill, but okay, he's going Fire Crystal first. Oh, okay, he's going for Welder first. Okay, I guess he wants to get a bit more drawing rather than using Bill. The custom catcher is very good. So first thing first, we can start killing our first Mewtwo and Mew tag team. Oh, we actually got another custom catcher. Okay, we got 2 triple assertion energy, but we have no way to get our next Pokemon. So the bad thing is the opponent actually is consistent enough to keep attacking us. Maybe we want to be annoying, then we can custom catcher on that Mew. Since, like I said, I feel that the opponent is a bit stuck, he will actually had to use the custom catcher to draw one more card. But I guess in this match, you don't actually need to use custom catcher. Okay, against our decks, the opponent actually doesn't need to use custom catcher because anyway, we're just a non-GX deck. He can... wait, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure if he can kill us with 2 energies. Double strike does 120, yeah, so he's just missing 10. Okay, but he has 3, so he's safe. Yeah, so okay, now we really need to make sure that we have a Pokemon that can attack next turn, which is a very bad thing now because we actually draw another Dewgong instead of Seal. Wait, actually not sure he does that. Isn't that... there's no way for him to draw? I mean, then if that's the case, he has to custom catcher something to make him stuck. And I think the best bet is really that, yeah, there's Reshiram and Deoxys. But then because of that, he has to make a bet on this other unidentified fossil. And only if he has a switch, then he'll just kill the fossil and win. I guess at the same time, Bill's analysis can get you nothing, so not much we can do. Maybe next turn just Giant Hearth. Giant Hearth, try to thin out our deck for energy, then Welder onto the fossil because we have no other choice. I'm not sure how is he supposed to retreat the Reshiram and Deoxys. Of course he should be running Switch, but I mean if I were him I'll really start charging the Reshiram Deoxys first, because either you want to attack with it or you want to retreat. So he's really hoping that he can get Aerodactyl this turn. Oh, he actually got it. Okay, yeah, so I guess now it really depends whether our opponent actually has Switch or not. I mean, he can also use Welder. He can Welder into the Espeon Deoxys to retreat. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. And he's going to send out his Charge Mew and Mewtwo. If you can just get our other custom catcher, that would be amazing. You can just... Oh, actually we don't have enough damage. That's still bad. But we have one more turn to sacrifice our Dewgong. Oh, alright. Okay, I think at this point of time is very hard. Okay, we have one custom catcher, but we can't one-hit anything anyway. So I'm not sure what is he actually planning to do now. Okay, Bill doesn't even help us. Yeah, and we can't attack the bench due to that Mew. The Mew is actually very strong against our deck. So maybe we should have custom catcher on the Mew. I'm not sure if it will be very different if we actually custom catcher on the Mew. And yeah, I think in this case there's no way for us to kill the Mew and Mewtwo tag team in one hit. Why is the opponent taking so long? Okay, he switched. Yeah, but I think at this point there's no way for us to one-hit it, and Pokemon is just going to get hit next turn from one of his Mew and Mewtwo GX. So yeah, but I guess you can't expect, I mean with very good luck, maybe you can expect yourself to actually be able to win a tail web to win a World Championship deck, but there's a reason why it is a World Championship deck. But again, as you can see, like the deck can actually still do a lot of fight against it. The Mew is a problem of course, but otherwise this deck still does quite well. Yeah. Okay, So I actually don't know why I only have 2 recordings for this, so I only have 2 matches. Then I guess that's all for today. Like again, as you can see, the Aerodactyl and Dewgong are actually still very viable. They are still very strong against those tag team GX and GX Pokemon because of the amount of damage they do. Especially to the Reshiram because weakness. When you hit weakness, everything becomes much easier. But with all the Reshiram that is going around these days, right, your Dewgong becomes very very strong. Anyway, without the Dewgong, you can still attack with Aerodactyl that does at least 180 damage, which kills almost all the basic GX out there, and always 2 hits those tag team GX, and you don't even need to worry so much that they are going to mix herbs and great potion, because you do twice, they need to do like a few great potions to ensure that they can actually survive 2 attacks. So yeah, that's it for this deck. Again, the problem is because there's no Nest Ball and Ultra Ball, it'll be much harder for you to actually get your cards. But since we actually have quite a lot of drawing mechanism, including your Heat Factory and Welder, it is not as bad as other decks. There's really disadvantage after Nest Ball and Ultra Ball is out of rotation. So this deck still works. A bit hard to pull off, but yeah, still good I would say. So yeah, that's it for today. And thank you guys for watching, and see you guys again next time. Bye bye.